Yes, it's the morning wood. Now on Kick.
Nah, hold up.
Roll
You
something with
see
me.
that chick at the bar right there, man?
Right here,
I mean, I
Marley
guess
B.
she's been
Bad
eyeing me,
intentions.
man.
I mean,
Who's
she might just be
smoking?
looking
I
at you.
think I'm gonna swing over there. I'm gonna say what's up. Hold up.
Marley, she could be like her friend could be over there, dude. You don't know who she's looking at.
Hear me out.
Yes,
I met this little chick at the bar and she was quick to roll the weed and let me hit the cigar. I fall in love fast, so if we getting that far, she'll probably play my heartstrings the way you pick a guitar. So here we go again. I hope to win with emotions. I'm 0-10. I said I wouldn't do it. Clown makeup and a Joker grin. Hi. Yeah. Pictures were like opium, the way they got me high. I swear I wish I never opened them. Am I a little crazy? Maybe. Like this since the 80s. That's just how he made me. Shit, I know a couple of my exes probably hate me, but karma is a bitch. You know how many times she played me. Don't care about the numbers named, cause love is pain. It's us against the world and we gon' treat it like the Hunger Games. What a shame, but I might slide. She really got me saying aye. I'm going crazy.
Normally I'm smooth as an ocean breeze, cool, calm and collected, but you do something to me that's got me out of my mind. Put a little booze in my cup of tea, cause I love those bad intentions, and that ass leaves me defenseless, singing aye.
Yes, dude, I know it's bad for me, but I don't want to sit here and talk about what's bad for me. I'm a barn owl. I know what I am. Let me fly. Hootie hoo.
Yo, so I was chillin', just minding my own peace with my head down, sipping on some beam. Shorty walked in and it felt like a dream, but woman, you can't talk anymore until you wake up screaming like, damn. Trouble had me hooked from the giddy. Kitty so tight, had me sounding like Blippy. Your full flip from the witty, composed man from the city, your grit. I was gonna die trying like 50, shit. Thoughts so you crawl around my head, even if you're bad for me like a Marlboro Red. Got my friends trying to warn me, left them all on red. Can't stay away from you, I'm a dog on fed like woof. Baby got the good kind of bad. She driving a dude crazy with a foot on the gas. I said that I wouldn't do it, I swore that I wouldn't crack, but I'm drunk, so I'm calling it back.
Hello?
Damn it. Normally I'm smooth as an ocean breeze, cool, calm and
Who's rolling out
collected,
with me?
but you do something to me that's got me out of my mind. Put a little booze in my cup of tea, cause I love those bad intentions, and that ass leaves me defenseless, singing aye.
Right there, Marley B doing his thing. It is a motherfucking Tuesday. And I say a Taco Tuesday, but maybe a can of beef Taco Tuesday. But we are live on Kick. We made it. Hello. We've been waiting for this moment. Let me get this promo out there. I'm about to roll up some weed with you guys. Welcome. We are on Kick. Smoke weed, buy weed, love weed. We are on Kick now, and we can just talk about all things weed. Yes, we buy weed. Damn. Sorry, I've been waiting to say that. Fuck. Cloud, what's up? Thank you for making your way over here. Karn Glass in the building. Maddie made his way over here. Joe Huncho. You guys know what's up, man. My yoke's in the building. How we doing? What we smoking? Fuck YouTube. I don't even know what's going on with YouTube right now. Hi, YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. Look, YouTube. It's been fun. Kick is where it's at, though. Make sure you pop over here if you're on YouTube right now. We don't see you. We see you on Kick. That's where we see you. Make your way over here. YouTube is lagging like a motherfucker. See? Look at, they know that we got problems. They know that we out of here. Debating what frog to roll. Nice. Let's talk about the reefer that you are choosing today to inhale and make your day that much better with. Oh, when swooped up, had a connection over there with a local breeder. And due to how I just started that conversation, we're not going to even mention names. God damn it. Marijuana, though, to you guys out there, we have a guest today. You saw yesterday that we had Oklahoma Outlaws pop on, had some things to say about Phresh Reserve. So we, after the episode, reached out to Phresh Reserve. Anytime that I speak about somebody here on TMW, I like to go out there and reach out to them and say, hey, we talked about you today. You mind jumping on tomorrow and giving us a rebuttal? Because damn, there were some things said, right? So Phresh Reserve popping on here in about 20 or so minutes. I want to roll up some weed, talk about what you guys are smoking. I don't know, kind of feel what it feels like to be on kick. We're kicking it at this point. The chat's in a better spot now. You're right. If you're YouTube, your fupa is tracking. Whoa, damn. Fupa on the ground is crazy. DGR in the building. What's up, my dude? How you doing? Yoklahoma's in the building. What's going on? Let's see. I'm going to break up some consecrated farms out of here in Arizona. Shout out to him doing his thing. This is some of this marker fumes. The second pheno that he had. So I'm going to roll it up. Out here pheno hunting for smackers. Trying to look for some genetics. Having your own genetics is the name of the motherfucking game. Hash and House and I'll smoke some straw nana and honey banana. So honey banana bee cry. Okay, there we go. Kick is the place to be. Your support PSN. Let's go. Looking for more subscribers on this bitch too. We're going to kick it up. We're going to kick it up, trust. Talk about things that normally we couldn't. Talk about things we normally couldn't. I always have to keep a little PG due to, I'll be the network kind of liaison, putting it all together. Man, talked yesterday with Adam and Ferry, Monica. Shout out to Monica. Man, they've got things I can't discuss right now that they told me, and I got a tight lip. Shit's popping though, right? Things are coming to the network this week. We'll discuss it on Friday when we have Dave from Preferred Gardens jumping in here. What up, the proper fairy being in the building? Appreciate you. You guys wait. Honestly, the network is going to take, in my opinion, my humble opinion, the network is going to take a leap, a giant leap in what they provide for the viewers and what that in turn provides for the competitors, right? So tune in. You'll find out very soon. Very excited for that. Mike made the switch to kick. There we go. Yeah! Come on, everybody. Make the switch over to kick. Come on. Come on. I don't even know what YouTube is looking like over there. What's it like over there? I bet you the chat. Now, actually, I do see it. Now, okay. I do see it. I see the chat. And it looks like the chat, you guys got to read all the comments. Who's commenting on Kick? You might as well make it over here to Kick. It looks bad over there, right? All these people looking at the Kick comments. Oh, Agunda over there saying, "Look, man, I'm your guy over here. I'm over here on YouTube. Shout out to you." Oh, marijuana. Rolling up some weed right now. We've got so yesterday we had Oklahoma Outlaws on here, and he was preparing for his battle against the Hall of Flames, who has been damn near just walking through competition. Yeah, the term might even be used, dog walking, right? Because I don't know if anyone's even has there been a the next win-win situation when it comes to Hall of Flame? No, right? They've steadily been ass whooping. Got Oklahoma fucking Outlaws yesterday. Oh, for Tuski. Damn. Oklahoma, you chilling or what? You in here? Fuck. Who do we need to see come play the game with goddamn Hall of Flame? It's not over yet, though, right? It's not over yet. Yeah, I believe it's a 5-menu battle, or was it 3? If you're on Discord, you can send pictures. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Discord's the shit. Yeah, pop up on Discord. Seizure emotes. Yeah, hey, this is Phresh over here on Kick. I've been on Kick, but never had an audience on Kick, so Hi. What? I mean, what? There's things we can do here. Oh, there was 3. Okay, cool. So damn, it's over, huh? They're obviously gonna do the other one for record purposes. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I mean, man, I don't know. I gotta give me some Hall of Flame is what I'm. Tell me you haven't thought about getting some Hall of Flame after seeing them pretty much dog walk all the competition that they faced. Jesus. That's crazy. You got to be that shit. What's going on with the seizures? So does Kick help with seizures in some way? What's it doing? I see there's a lot of colorful emotes and like things like that. What's going on though? Talk to me. Stop being I can't. I don't even know what the fuck that is, dog. I got no option. All right, so let's go to the calendar, though. I know the calendar is always being updated. Let's go find out what's going on with the fucking PSN this week. Let's pop over here. Oh, shit. It is filling up. All right, so, look at this. Right now is the morning wood. Hello, how we doing? Tomorrow I'll be going on 11, you'll see, because Dank Mob and Hall of... Ooh. So Dank Mob is now taking on Hall of Flames. Oh, that's a battle. Look, only because we know that Dank Mob has produced, right? They've got dubs. Is Dank Mob ranked? If I'm not mistaken, I believe Dank Mob might be in the top 10 ranked. Guess I can go to the stats over here. Sadly on YouTube, since it's better when you don't have good internet, since it's at the job site, but hop on a Kick when I can. No shit. Hash and Hell said, okay, Dank Mob and Hall of Flame is going to be a blow for blow fight for sure. What happened? What slid?
What's good, my G? Fuck, dude. Sorry, I'm not too good with this Discord shit.
Oh shit, we got Phresh motherfucking Reserve popping in here. What's up? What up, my dude? How you doing?
What's good? What's good?
All right, hold on one second.
Another day, another dime.
Hey, another day, another dime, my man. So let me go ahead real quick. I'm gonna get this going up here, man. Appreciate you popping in here, though. Obviously, we were talking about, what was going on yesterday, so it's nice to have both sides of the story. Or, what's the juice? What's going down, my man? Jeez, man, you had. I think the first.
Bro. I mean,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Lead me in, bro.
Well, the first thing I think that I wanted to say, because I did in the conversation, I had made mention about how the backing out of the battle, left people with your product in their hands, thinking that they were going to watch this battle and consume both at the same time. You had an interesting response to that, if you wouldn't mind sharing kind of how your thoughts on that are.
I mean, dude, my jars are go off the shelf regardless, bro. I got people waiting for that shit before I drop this. I don't need to battle outlaws to get my weed sold. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, there's people out there that wanted to see it happen, and the jars were there to do it, bro. You know what I mean? Dude wants to get all sus before the thing even started and basically question my integrity, dude, when I'm in the garden every day, dude, against the white label. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just all the fun got sucked out of it for me.
Now you
know what I mean? Like, I'd rather. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, you had mentioned that that you have your products in the store, it's selling out. So to battle him, it wasn't necessarily something that you felt you needed to do. What was the reason that you accepted the challenge to begin with?
I mean, so originally we were in this menu thing. I submitted, and I was locked in with Dank Mob from the get. And Adam and Paul kind of jumped in and wanted to see an Oklahoma on Oklahoma thing. So it kind of got like, they wanted to see it. I was like, all right, cool. And this is all going down while my first harvest in a brand new facility under brand new newts, everything is hanging. And I'm pretty confident in my work. Everything's looking good as it's going, and as we got through it, you know what I mean? And I was getting ready to QC ... You know, I reached out to Paul and dude and was like, hey, bro, this ain't where I want it to be. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of being, you know what I mean, real. And right off the bat, bro, it's like, oh, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, you talked all this shit. And I'm like, what shit did I talk, dude? Posted one story. Like, you got AI menus getting built and all this shit. Like, I don't need him to validate me, bro.
Okay.
I think on the other side of that coin, though, it's more leaning to him. Like, he needs all this shit. You know what I mean? I don't.
He was making mention that, you know, the reason that you were backing out is because you have some type of like swap energy. Like you've in the past you've had where stuff like you've entered contests and you've swapped stuff out. Is you know, can you
when? And if that's what he's saying, bro, what the fuck? Who? When did I mean, prove, show me receipts, bro.
There it is. Yep.
Because if that's what he's saying, when? I grow my own weed, bro. This dude is a fucking curator, dog. You know what I mean? He buys from one farm. And those dudes do good work. That's why I don't want to really get into too much shit, because I respect the dude who actually grows his weed, or as he would say, he contracts them to water his plants. Whatever, bro. Like, I don't need this dude to validate shit. I'm in the garden 7 days a week, bro, and fucking with real ones. If my word and the dude's word on the other end wasn't good enough for him, then cool, bro. You're the best in Oklahoma, Tommy. You can have it, dog. I'll just keep these 3 fucking Olympics trophies on my mantle for you till you're ready to get them. Like, miss me with the nonsense, dog. Like, I'm trying to see where my bag stacks against the best in the game. Growers, dog. People that live this life 7 days a fucking week, dude. In the garden, dude. Dealing with the bullshit, dude. Like, what does a guy who can go buy weed from anybody in the fucking world, you know what I mean, have to even, like, I ain't even disrespecting his hustle, bro. That's a good little hustle, but we ain't in the same lane, bro. We don't sit at the same table as far as I'm concerned, dude. He didn't help build the table I sit at. You know, so he can stay over there, dude, and I don't even want to get disrespectful with it, bro, because it's like, dude questioned my integrity because they went to somebody that I already work with. And like the likelihood of that dude having the same stuff running at the same damn time and all this nonsense, he could, dude, it's a 7 out of 10 batch, bro. He could have won. You know what I mean? He could have went in there and did it, but now I don't even want, dude, I don't want to give this dude the time of day. And if we're going to do it, I'm going to put a 10 out of 10 batch and he better bring his game, dog. Other than that, just go along, go away, go do whatever the fuck it is you do.
You know, what I appreciate is both your guys is at least energy that you're both very passionate about cannabis. I want to say one thing about that is I appreciate the passion that you guys are both out here trying to at least produce like the most, you know, greatest cannabis for the smokers out there. And it's unfortunate when we see two passionate people, you know, start to, you know, beef in these situations, especially when really a lot of you guys, I'd imagine just like in Arizona, you guys are having to battle a lot of commercial brands, right? So when it's like you guys are beefing and there's like this passion, like, damn, man, like it's unfortunate that it got to that point. And it was all because, you know, you didn't want to enter in, you ended up not wanting to compete. What was the official reason? I know there was reasons put out there, but when you officially backed out of this battle, what was the reason?
Just wasn't really combusting where I was at the time when I QC'd it.
Okay. And so, you know, and we've seen that in the past with the PSL, where people have said, look, this isn't the time. You yourself said you wanted to go against Dank Mob, so we will see you compete in PSL. It wasn't that you were backing out of the competitions in general. It was you plan on competing in PSL and looking forward to seeing maybe a competition against Dank Mob, or who would you like to see compete?
Dude, whoever, bro. Like, honestly, I'm just trying to see where my bag stacks up against the beasts, dog, the big dogs. You know what I mean? That's what drives me to get in the garden, grow a little bit better, make the adjustments necessary, dude, because I'm out here in Oklahoma now. I don't get to expand my palate like I did when I was back home, you know, and tasting all the new flavors, you know what I mean? So I'm like working with dope ass breeders and dope ass dudes that have been in the game and got amazing cuts, and I get to try to grow them the best I can and put them out there. But I mean, first rip out of a new first facility, dog, very first harvest, dude, not out of my spot, not out of the spot I was running for 7 years.
Yeah.
I got to have somebody else's new spot. And I just, you know, I tried as a grower, if I went to, you know, another grower and was like, hey, bro, we got this battle, dog. you know, I'm not right there. I'm not really feeling it. You know, me, I'd be like, no problem, bro. Go get your bag right, dude, and we can run this.
Right. We've seen that
But
energy
it was like
too.
complete opposite. It was the complete opposite of the energy received on that statement. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, at the end of the day, I said, fuck it, we ball. Then I go out there and it goes with it. And, you know, and then there's all this sus bullshit. And it's like, look, dude, I don't need to justify my name. It sits well with the people that know me. I ain't never swapped a fucking bag out for somebody else's weed. And if that's where he's going with it, bro, show me the receipts, dog. Everything I've earned, dude. I mean, and since if that's what it's heard, because technically I heard that Oklahoma Outlaws drove to Cali back in the day to buy some Cali weed to come back and win the Texas high times he has. You know, that's what I heard.
Shit.
So I don't know, maybe you misinterpreted him telling that story and maybe he was speaking on himself.
Damn.
But like my cup was one here in Oklahoma with a strain. Everybody knows I was growing the shit ton out of it.
No shit.
The Zamosa that I put in the PSL was grown in my cultivation. And there's a big dog dude that only grows that shit that will verify that statement as well.
Whew.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't need to validate myself to him. And everybody out here in Oklahoma sees me. I was in the garden this morning posting pictures, dog. I'm in there. I'm living this shit. Trying to recover after I lost all my fucking shit, dude. Like the last thing I need in my life is this dude's drama, bro. I want to move on. Move on to other shit. You know what I mean? Like it's just too much. Like, man, just what the fuck, bro? This feeds what his lane is, right? You need people talking about it. No, you need somebody else to fucking blah, blah, this, that, and the other dude. I don't need to compete with anybody but myself. I put it on the shelf. The patients love it or like it or don't. But I'm going to try to do better next time. You know what I'm saying? And I think what I put out I think what I have out here in the state of Oklahoma, bro, I haven't heard any complaints. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting fools posting pictures of all the jars, dude. Loving life. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not receiving all the negative energy that he says is going around and all the people talking shit. Nobody's came at me with nothing. You know, and I made it clear. Like, after all the nonsense and all the, like, dude, I don't need to, like, whatever, bro.
And
if that's what he thinks, and that's cool, he can, dude, go have fun, dude. Go battle whoever you want to battle, dude. And if he wants to smoke when I'm at a 10 out of 10, he had his chance at a 7 out of 8, 7 out of 10, and didn't want none. Accused me. So that's off the table now. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit about that anymore. I'm moving on and forward. I got a batch hanging that we start trimming on tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'll QC that shit up in a few fucking days and like, hey, let's run it, bro. I don't care win, lose, or draw. I just want to know how I stack up, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I love
where
that.
am I at with all these dudes that are just putting out the most fire weed in the fucking country? Like, can I sit at a table with those dudes? Could my bag, you know, sit next to them, bro? Because I spent 4 months of my life previously getting to that bag every day.
Right? That's where I'm at.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
no,
like, you know what I mean?
I 100% know what you mean, and I 100% appreciate it, man, as a consumer out here who loves to smoke that space weed, that shit, that is just so fantastic. It does take someone in that garden every single day that understands the plant, and that's where I appreciate the passion, and I love that you're coming on in PSL and want to compete against who's known out there to be the best, man. That's what it's about,
I'm
man.
trying to be on that top 10 list, bro. That's where I'm trying to get.
Hell yeah.
So
I hear that there might be a top 10 list dropping later this week too. So pay attention to what goes on with that.
But hell yeah.
And no, let's talk about what you got going on out there, man. I appreciate you popping on here to address what we discussed yesterday, but let's make sure that we bring to light what is going down with Phresh Reserve. You're obviously out there. You're in Oklahoma. We've heard things about Oklahoma, it being, you know, almost a lot of the facilities backdooring type energy going all across the nation, man. Like, you know, can you give us your insight and your perspective on what Oklahoma cannabis is like right now?
I mean, so it's crazy, dude. Like right now with the regulations, I mean, all the new DEA shit that passed, I mean, the whole state's forced to sign up.
No
like
shit.
We can't keep it's a forced, like, so it's a beta version, I think. Basically, you know, they get everybody out here to kind of, dude, to be honest with you, man, I'm a hired gun now.
Okay.
You know, the regulations took my grow, you know what I mean? Said I couldn't grow there after a certificate of occupancy, but I occupied it for 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. Now I'm with a dope ass human. They gave me some lights to work under her room, and I'll just grow her strains on the other tables, and together we rise. And You know what I mean? There is a lot of, it is the Midwest, you know what I'm saying? And there's no canopy limits.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's still there's big dog stuff out here, but I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that lane.
Where's your lane at?
That shit.
Where's your lane at? Let's talk about
Top
shelf.
Top shelf, bro. Small batch.
How many lights you rocking?
I get 10 a room.
10 a room. That's
so
small.
about 2 lights per strain.
Let's go.
I got 3. So there's 66 lights in the facility. I get to run 10 each room. So, you know what I mean? I try to give like 4 flavors. So, depending on the genetic, it's a couple pounds of this, a few pounds of that. Like, perfect for what I want to do, bro. I don't need to, I don't know. I don't need to feel, I'm not trying to get rich, bro. I'm trying to just do shit I love to do and be able to take a vacation once a year.
Nice, man. You said you're out there trying to get onto that top 10. Do you feel like currently, like the flower you're producing is going to be able to get you on that top 10? Your genetics are rocking. Who do you collaborate with? Who you collaborate?
I got some amazing cuts gifted to me by LA Family. I mean, the GOAT, you know what I mean? Those blessed me along my journey since day one. I've been blessed to hunt through some shit for JBZ.
Okay.
Surefire Selections, dog. Like that's the jar I got down there. You know what I mean? Like Surefire Selections has kind of been the forefront of what I'm trying to do right now, hunting through his stuff and looking for some things.
Shout out to Surefire.
Does amazing work, bro. The dude's a legend already.
Hey, when we went through that with JBZ, considering that you've done business with both or have some sort of partnership with both, did you get caught up in the middle of that Guz situation where the pollen?
Nothing. So I don't know. I stay out of that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? I try to not interject myself in any other man's business.
Good shit.
Because everything's up for interpretation and everybody wants to narrate or navigate a specific narrative. And it's like, man, whatever he gave, dude, was fire.
It worked, huh?
You know what I mean? It worked, bro. So, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a mystery now. I think it just hyping it up, man. That was an interesting time. Well, nice. So out there in Oklahoma, you're out there and you're doing things. You said that you won the ZA Olympics. I went out to ZA Olympics when it was in California, and I plan on getting out to that one in Oklahoma. What was the energy like at ZA Olympics in Oklahoma? A lot of people were curious.
Oklahoma showed up, dog.
No
shit.
That
event was lit, dog.
Damn.
It was lit, homie. It was lit.
Damn.
I mean, everybody turned up. It was a good energy, good vibes, dude. Like I had no complaints. It'd been a while since I partied like that.
No shit, man. Yeah, ZA knows how to throw it down. I had a crazy time in the California one. I was like, what? They got one in 2 weeks? And you were there also?
Yeah, I was there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got to link up at one of these times, man, now that we cross paths and smoke one, man. Appreciate your energy. Like I said, I always fuck with the ones that are most passionate,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you're not, then, you know what I mean? Then you're in it for the money, right? Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, in fact.
I don't know. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that was a big fucking conversation that was going around there, that for sure. God damn.
That was a little. Nah, it is what it is, bro. I'm passionate about the plant and what I do, dude. And like I said, man, I just want to keep doing dope shit,
Yeah.
With dope people.
Yeah. Nah, man.
And all this drama fits his narrative, not mine. So it's whatever,
When I talked to you yesterday, I definitely got the sense of like, you're just out here trying to crush. You're trying to do your thing, and definitely entering into these competitions is what, you want to see where you're stacking up. And it's interesting to hear that tidbit now that you actually wanted to go against Dank Mob. But I know Adam, man, and that is an Adam move where he's like, oh, really? We've got 2 Michigan or two Oklahoma? Let's slide these guys together. That's an Adam forte right there. So, hey, though, you know what? Looking forward to seeing what you do in PSL, my man. I appreciate you taking the time to pop on here. For people who are unfamiliar with Phresh Reserve, what's something that you want them to take away from this interview?
Fuck. I mean, take it however you want it, man. Oh, fucking be in the garden.
There it is. Nice. That's a fucking classic-ass response, my dude. Good shit.
All right, my dude.
Hey, thank you, man. Hey, open line, too, man. I want you to know that the Morning Wood is here for you. Anytime you have something that you need to announce, you want to promote, you want to just chop about something going on, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, come through.
My dude. I appreciate you, brother.
All right, my man. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Well, there it is, right? We got to get both sides of the story. And I'll tell you what, it damn near made me feel that one. I needed to have them both on at the same time, right? Because there was like, oh, then this, and then this, and this. So now I'm starting to recognize that, yep, in some situations it might be best to have them both on. But shout out to them both for popping on. I'm gonna light some weed up though. I got this blunt. I don't want to like start up the song. I don't want to light the blunt up mid fucking convo with them and shit. Hey, but what's up? We on Kick. You guys have all made it over to Kick, really, too. I don't even see, like, who's YouTubing right now? Go ahead and show yourself. Show yourself. Who's YouTubing? Bunch tuned life? What? You couldn't do, you got a whole new buncha? Nah, buncha didn't switch up the name. We got two bunches in here. Okay. Oh, that's Butch. God damn it. I can read. My bad, dog. Smoking on some candy bones by Growing Pains this morning. Ooh. Shout out to Michigan Cannabis. Looking forward to being out there at that ZA Olympics. We were talking about ZA Olympics a few minutes ago. Yes, the Michigan one is going down. Yes, I'll be in that bitch. Let's run it. Oh, I'm wearing the ZA hat. No big deal. Oh, we've got some YouTubers. Vouchy said, bro, I will stand on the YouTube hill. I will stand on this hill with Eric and fucking Fast Teddy. Damn, he said, fuck Kick. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Oh, Ganja and Gun said, I'm on the tube. All right, we got a tube gang. We got a tube gang. Gang, gang. Nothing will beat their honey banana?
Wow.
How am I going to have both torches over there? I apologize, guys. I got to step off because I need my torch. Lighting blunts with a bic. Who does that? All right, we got topics, so let me go ahead and light this blunt up real quick, and you know what we do when we do it.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away?
Wouldn't you?
All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail.
Smoke weed!
And your little angel hung the cat up by its tail. And your third fiance didn't show.
You're better off without her.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody
Welcome to
knows
Kick. We
your
got
name.
Grow, Eno, what? I
And
Spy.
they're always glad you came.
Bunch of bull in the building,
You
man.
wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the
That's
same.
the P, tentacles.
You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
Damn right, I don't know your motherfucking name, but I know your strain. Like I know DGR out there, DGR. No, I was gonna make a joke about DGR, but DGR's that guy. Shout out to you, DGR. What up? Mario, same boat. What are you talking about? Eggs in the chat. If you fuck with me, use a Google account to make your Kick so you don't have to remember it. Shout out to DGR. Yo, shout out to you guys, man. You guys are fucking gangsters. You guys are fucking gangsters. Let me go ahead and look over here on the map, though, right? We're on the map. We're on the calendar trying to look at things, and then boom, we got a guest. Yo, look at this shit. You guys have content now all the time. Yo, you know what I've been thinking about? And I pitched it to Adam and Ferry yesterday. Tell me what you think about this. Do you think that I should go on after the first PSL? You notice they always go on at 11? Do you think I should go on prior or after a PSL? I'm kind of thinking that like I need to go on after, right? Like I think like then we could have whoever won, they likely might pop on that bitch, right? Feeling all fucking great because they just victory. And I'm like, yo, pop on to TMW. We're about to go live, motherfuckers. Gondre says it's after, later on during the day, better for more viewers. Cloudmass said after could be the shout. People will want to keep chilling. I watch these PSLs sometimes and they'll have hundreds of people kicking it. You know what I'm saying, Butch? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you guys are just peace out to hundreds of people. That's crazy. If it doesn't work, go back, huh? Well, we're going to try it on Wednesday. We're going to try it tomorrow. So tomorrow, the first battle of Dank Mob versus Hall of Flames is going to go down at 10 o'clock. So tomorrow I'll be on right after and we'll talk about what just went down. It really would, though, right? I know I told him, I said, guys, do you think we need to change the name? We need to change the name because, like, what if I pop on out now at like night? The Wood. What if it was just The Wood? Is that weak? The Night Wood. Sounds like the Knight Rider. Oh, what up, Rafe? What up? What'd Rafe say? Did I miss it? Oh, it was, what did you guys think about the interview? I mean, I think that, like, when I talked to Phresh, he didn't really give me the energy that he was, like, really that interested in talking shit. He was just kind of caught up in the shit talking. So he was just like, fuck. Like, I'm doing shit over here. And at first, he didn't even really want to. I think this is how I took it. I don't know if this is how I took it though. At first, when I first started, he wasn't even interested in really jumping on. He was like, "Bro, I'm not trying to feed into this shit. I don't give a fuck." You know what I mean? But after talking to him and hearing him out, I was like, "Yo, dog. Like, honestly, you might want to pop on. You might want to pop on because what you're saying, I think, will resonate." Yo, what up, Rafe? Great to make it to the stream. Hey, welcome in. Welcome to the kick, too. I mean, you're where you need to be, my guy. You're where you need to be. My PC got hit by lightning? What the fuck? How does that even happen? Like I live stream, so I've got like a backpack type shit. Are you on PSN Discord? Yes, I am. Of course I am, huh? You're probably not asking me that. Let's Discord cruise, though, man. We got people in the Discord popping off. If I'm not mistaken, I saw a bunch pull up his grow situation. Let's see what we got. Oh, no, this is DGR. Shout out to DGR. No, Mario, you can't play Kick in the background on your phone? I don't like that part. That sucks. Sure side on Kick. Yo, we need you guys to go over to Kick, though. Did you find anything out about the Doja lawsuit? Like who the guy is that is suing him? Let me go ahead and hit Doja now. Right? Give me an excuse to hit Doja. Or Ryan, right? Doja, obviously, there's lots of Dojas in this mix, right? There's Ryan, EK. Those are the ones in my phone. shooters shoot. I just reached out to Ryan. Let's see what he says. I said, my guy, any chance we can have you pop on to discuss any details you can about the lawsuit? Because obviously, if you're in, I mean, a lot of us know this out there, but if you're in some type of like court issue, lawsuit or shit like that, it's best just to shut up. Sup? All lawyers will tell you that. Don't say shit. But it's hard when you a motherfucker that's going through it and you want to tell the world, fuck this shit. Like, how could I speak on something that I'm getting wronged on and it go against me? Fuck that. I'm telling the world. I want the people to feel the pressure. No way. You get the 5 subs. Let's go. Damn, that's my first gifted subs in the building, baby. I told you Kick would go off. I told you. Damn, you didn't listen. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, Rafe. Shout out to the support from you guys, the members of the yokes of PSN. I'm excited to be on PSN Live. I told Adam and Monica yesterday. I was like, because we were building PSN, right? And now we're building Kick, no doubt. But it's a squad effort now. Now I'm getting that PSL crowd in here. Like, how many people are watching right now that had never watched a TMW episode? Let me see if my theory is correct. Have you ever seen TMW? This is the first time you've ever watched. Talk to me. Look at my lady. Let's slide over here. Shout out to Boston Clone Co. for providing all of us in this grow along with an amazing toad venom. Shout out to you, my dude. I hope everything's going well. We need to have him pop on here and let's give him some love for all the love he showed us. Boston Clone Co. again providing all of us with this clone, the toad venom, and HGV donating all of the nutrients for me to grow. And if you haven't used HGV, the pros are using it. I got a Wizard Tree shirt. Okay, Wizard Tree. If it's good for Wizard Tree, then it's good for me, right? Hello. Now in my tent, growing like a champion. No big deal. All right, here we go. Anybody in here? Growerino. Plants looking good, dog. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Jeff Smokes. Bueno. Fast, I watch everything weed. You use HGV? You're not. Wait, we need to use that zest slogan somehow. Like, your weed ain't shit unless it's HGV plugged. You know what I'm saying? That was a horrible one. But what I'm saying is, I think that would be dope. Your weed ain't smoking clean unless it's HGV. No, ain't not either. I'll come up with it. Just give me a day. Your weed ain't inside of me unless it's HGV. No, ain't it either. Inside of me? Sounds crazy. Magic marker looking stellar. Damn right, Ray. Whoop. I mean, give me a reason to give you guys a slogan. Sign me the fuck up. My bad. Let's get to some topics, man. I'm over here just bullshitting. I'm excited to be on Kick. Can you tell? All right, let's see what the fuck is going on in the world, though. Before I lose you guys and shit. Before you guys describe. That's a word. Nevada Micro. What's this about? The fuck? Has one of Nevada's top brands been transparent with their customers? What's going on in Nevada? Oh, we got, what is this? Oh, shit. All right, cool. What's going on in Nevada?
All there, black and white, clear as crystal.
What? Hold on. I'm going to pause it when it circles it. Hold on. I'm going to pause it when it circles it. We're going to fuck around and find out what's going on in Nevada. Okay. Here we go. Violation 1A, cannabis product not tagged as required. During an inspection, CCB agents observed whole cannabis flower buds inside the RAD source machine with no identifying metric tag. The product was also absent from the RAD source log. Staff stated the product was a failed lot being prepared for remediation via a remediation status entry in Excella. The associated metric tag and explanation were provided by staff via email. Is this one of those like machines that they can use to remove like is it Gillis or some shit? Fuck. So they got machines out there like microwaves and shit that they can put weed in, and then you set a certain time on it and it'll remove like mold and like a bunch of bullshit. But I didn't know it was illegal to use. So in Nevada, it's illegal to use those? Yeah. Straight up Gondra. Gondra. You're like, this motherfucker, dude. Sorry, dog. I'll get it right. Let me just get it down. Proper Fairy coming out here saying Nevada has hella remediated flower and it sucks. Okay, that would make sense. For the fact that when I hear people talk about going to Vegas and buying weed, I have not ever heard of a singular motherfucking person bragging about what they purchased in a Nevada dispensary. And I'm going to say that because I want you to have the opportunity out there, if you're in Nevada, to tell me I'm wrong. But what is going on? I'm just saying, I have not had a singular... Give me an example of a brand in Nevada making waves. And I'm not talking about the legacy market, because I know the legacy market out there... I'm talking about people when they go into a dispensary. What is going on with Nevada marijuana? Talk to me. Am I wrong? Please tell me. Right here, Mario said people love GLP out there, but I didn't like it. Proper says, I will say Vegas does have a couple great brands. She's saying, she's protecting the network right now. She's protecting the network. I appreciate you. Yeah. Cloud Mav disgusted at that, right? I don't understand. I've been thinking about this machine actually, because what would be the consumer's benefit for you having the machine? The machine is made to get over on the consumer, right? I mean, can we have that conversation, or can you at least tell me why that machine would be a beneficial machine for the consumers of cannabis? I'm just curious. I'm a Neanderthal. I'm going to ask the questions. I'll be the dummy. But why would you need that machine in your cannabis facility? Tell me. Trap Jesus, is he in Dispos? Shout out to Trap Jesus. We've had him on TMW. I need to reach out to him. I'll fucking reach out to Trap and say, yo, doggy, I just said this about Nevada. See, this is what happens, right? I say some shit, and now I gotta go and I gotta talk to some people I know in fucking Nevada, and I gotta say, look, man, I said something. You wanna come on here and talk about it? That's what I thought. Oh, see, and this is where, hey, at least we're on kick now, right? This is where those conversations kind of get kind of like, can we have this conversation right now? Marijuana, man. Love the conversation. Appreciate you all popping in here and kicking it with us. It's TMW most of the time, 10 a.m., but tomorrow we're going to try to go 11 or whenever the guys get off. Whenever they're done doing their show, TMW is going to swing in. Swing on in. Oh, right here. There we go. Thank you, Sev Low. Sev Low. Got some spritzer from a dispensary in Vegas, and it was smoking. Went back next day to grab a half of it, and it was like a completely different plant. QC seems trash. How? How the fuck does that happen? Man, my man calling me, be your own people. Clearly, my homie doesn't watch TMW. You know what I'm saying? Shout to the squad. All right, let's see what we got. Listo, if I'm not mistaken, Doja remediating weed when he sends it out of country sounds crazy. I'm gonna have to ask him. I'm not even gonna text that question to him. I feel like that's a diss. You know what I'm saying? If I hit him with that question, hey dog, you remediate your flower before you send it out of country? He'd be like, yeah, for real though, Mar. I'm not asking that question. All right. Fast Teddy, no benefit to consumers, just helps them pass testing on crap weed. Exactly. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? What do you mean? Because this is the fucked up part, in my opinion, Fast Teddy, is it's not like they're remediating the entire crop. No. They're remediating what they're going to send to testing. Listen to this shit, though. It's not like they're fucking remediating the crop. No, man, they're remediating just a small portion so they can pass testing so that they can send that crop to us. That's how it looks to me. I'm a consumer. I'm hearing about this. If you've got a facility with that machine and you want to come on here and defend it and game me out and all of us out there on how a remediation machine in your facility is beneficial to consumers, the floor is yours. Come through. Come slide on through. Agreed. Hoping to see the numbers rise with more focus on methods and smoke quality. Darren Fisher out there. I had a friend who walked in a dispensary grow room and was covered in spider mites so bad their webs. And he was like, "You're gonna take this room down?" And they mentioned that machine. So let me give you a little bit more detail for the machine, though, because it's not like you're going to be able to put this weed in this machine, remediate it, and it comes out looking like some fresh-ass nuggies, right? The longer it's in this machine, it actually turns it into like this, it browns it out. Like it turns into a brownish color. And so look into this. If this is something that interests you, look into this. It's something that is out there. It's part of the license world. I only know about it in the license world, and it's something that they're utilizing, but only utilizing it for the sampling of the flower, not for the packaging of the flower, right? So, in my opinion, big difference right there. Let's go ahead and scroll down, get to some more of these comments out here. But if I do ask, make sure to film the proper fairy. Maybe not QC. Vegas dispos will have several old batches mixed with the new and rarely check which they're giving. That would be crazy. That would be interesting, right? If they're like, oh, we got more of this. Yeah, toss it right along. And then you get like a new batch in front of the old batch or even next to it is crazy. What Mario say? The outrage isn't what's illegal. The outrage is what's legal. There's a lot of outrage out there. Hash and health. Yeah, check the lot number and make sure they're all from the same batch next time. Batch numbers are important. I feel like I've even had to make sure I check batch numbers when like doing my thing with smackers and stuff like that. I feel like sometimes I've wondered, I was like, did you guys motherfucking give me a little switcheroo on the batch, bro? You got to watch, man. You got to be careful. Hash and Health is saying they use it heavy in New York rec market from what you've heard. No shit. Damn. Remediated marijuana, huh? Now, I've just always considered that distillate. Right? Like, so why did they all of a sudden say, you know what? I think we can get away with selling this weed somehow if we just, like, why not just keep making distillate? It's probably because there's a lot of distillate out there, huh? Damn. I never thought about the oversupply of distillate. I mean, when you think about it, when you consider it, how much mass-produced cannabis is out there by people who don't understand how to produce mass-produced cannabis, so it turns into some fucking fuckery. Yeah, I bet you it is booming out there. We had that one person sent out there. We talked about how he sent me, do I know anybody looking to buy 50 or any of the ice hash rosin or some shit like that? He had 55,000 grams. Big chillin'. One company. I wonder how much product, how much distillate is chilling. I asked the question for people that are in the industry in Arizona when I have this conversation. I say, look, we sell 10,000 pounds of marijuana just as an easy number. We sell more for sure. But just to throw that number out there, if we sell 10,000 pounds of marijuana a month, how much marijuana are we producing? Estimated at like 20,000, right? 15. We're producing what and selling what? So every month you've got this oversupply stack up shit going down, man. Interesting shit. I don't know where I went off on that. But anyways, remediation. Oh shit, what Listo say? Let me get up to some of these comments. Appreciate you guys. Listo, not true. Okay, here we go. Not true. I work in legal California market and have seen with my eyes them remediate the entire batch because mold and turn it into moon rocks with the THC diamonds and sell it like they're... Wow. I'm sorry. My apologies. And that is one thing that I always got to make sure I do is you really can't blanket shit. You can't say this is... No, they're not doing that. That is a bold statement to say nobody is out there, right? Like I said, doing exactly what Listo just said. God damn. Swoo. Carn Glass. Sometimes you can tell remediated weed because the trichomes are melted. Okay, pay attention out there. Proper says anything to not have to toss multiple pounds out. I think people are starting to at least stray away from Disty. Gondre, we all have to do our best to educate people who smoke around us to support clean companies instead of supporting these fuckers doing this shit. Have you put yourself in that position? Because it's kind of interesting, right? I've been in that position, right? People have said things or like, for the most part, I've been around people who don't clean their nail. Like I'm not necessarily with cannabis, but where I can relate more so is how people won't clean their bong or their nail and they're hitting off a chazzed ass nail. And I'm just like, whoa, man, like that is crazy, right? And I used to maybe even feel that way back in the day, but now I'm not. So now you'll be like, man, I was like, you should probably clean your nail. And a lot of times those people look at me as like the weirdo, right? Like, bro, I'm just smoking weed, man. Calm down, dog. Oh, shit. My bad, dog. Okay, fuck me. You're right. Smoke your fucking weed, bro. Okay. Sev says, Listo, you're preaching on that one. Most of THC is covered. Flower is moldy, remediated flower. So Listo out there saying, look, man, if you smoking moon rock, that's fucking mold rock. Mold rock out there slapping, he said. Shitty concentrates do a similar process. CRC, color remediation. My boy gets hella cheap dabs. 5-gallon buckets. God damn. No, I mean recreational cannabis for sure. Absolutely. It's heavy out there, but that's why we're here highlighting the best, the people that give a fuck, right? That's why we're here, is because we all think that shit's fucking disgusting, right? Let's go ahead and just give ourselves a round of applause for that one.
champion, baby.
Let's talk about it, right? That's why we're here. Because fuck that. God damn. Yeah, buckets of mass-produced CRC floating out there, being put in pens, sold as rosin. Oh, fuck. You ain't talking about fingernails, people. Oh, yeah, no. I'm talking about dab nails and shit. Fingernails, too. I mean, look at, man. Sometimes I look at my nails and I'm like, damn, motherfucker, you better get your shit right. Sevlo skimmers got to humble themselves. Skimmers. The info is right there. Just feel they know it all. I've learned tons from here in the chat. Just have to stay humble. 1, 2 up. My man, appreciate you popping in. I appreciate that message. And that's how I feel, Sev. I feel like this is why we have these conversations. You guys have gamed me out. I've learned all kinds of shit being in this motherfucker. Oh, smokers. I was like, all right. I didn't know what you mean. I thought that was a term maybe out there I wasn't familiar with. I'm getting older. I was like, fuck it. Skimmers it is. I'm on fucking kick. What's that? All right, let's see what we got. I don't know if I got any news for you. What time is it? Oh, shit. It's time for me to go. It's time for me to go. Yep, time for me to go. Finally, Mario, huh? Oh, shit. Are these guys now? They probably got to wait for me to get the fuck out of here, actually. I can't, like, chill out and smoke this blunt. Oh, they're not going on till 1. We got time. Shout out to the calendar. No, I'm not limited to an hour. I could kick it for a little bit. Put some eggs in the chat if you would like me to finish the blunt. I do need to pop around to all the flower shops and, like, you know, go, like, show some love to the bud tenders out there that are selling smackers. They're like my legal trappers. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of funny because, like, back in the day, you know, I would have, like, you know, my crew or whatnot. And so now I look at it like, damn, you guys are and you're like in here just legal as shit, man. This is crazy. I used to meet people at a Circle K parking lot. Now I'm like, nah, just pull up to my trap house. You can just now use your ID. Oh, man. Legal, baby. We selling weed legally. That is amazing. Man, it's a vibe too. And there's so much commercial cannabis out here. So like my little, like, you know, my little company, my little cannabis brand, you know what I mean? Like it gets love because it's like, all right, cool. It's like a motherfucker that's from here and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know how the energy goes. I think that we all like to support some like mom and pop energy. It might be difficult for us to do sometimes, but like when it's not, I think that we like to do it, right? I mean, I'm not here to put the blanket statement out there and shit like that, but put the eggs in the chat if you feel that. And so that's what kind of happens with my little cannabis brand Smackers is like the bud tenders are like, kind of like, oh, let's help Lil J out. You know what I mean? Let's help Lil J out. And so, but the weed is smoking. So then people end up coming back and buying it. It's an amazing thing. Things are cracking over there. Right? A good. Let's help Little J. For real, I'm on shelves with wizard trees, with fucking Doja. Like I'm on shelves with goats. You know what I mean? Goats. And I have no way have the marketing. I have none of the marketing. You know what I mean? I'm like, me. Hi. Pop in that bitch. Yeah, Mav, I'm out here trying to get it. I'm trying to carve my lane, man. It started 3 years ago when I decided that smoke shops, I've had my journey with smoke shops. It was time to pass the torch to a new partnership with that and focus on how the fuck. I've been smoking weed for so long. I got to figure out a way to make my livelihood marijuana, right? Before I watch all these fucking people who used to call me a goddamn burnout Now all of a sudden they've got a license and they think they're marijuana? What? Time out. Can we assess this situation? So I went out there and tried to fucking just figure it the fuck out, man. And shout out to the flower shop. I want to give a big, huge thank you to the flower shop out there here in Arizona. Just fucking, we partnered up like a motherfucker. And I just cooking. And it's little, we're small, we're doing our thing, but it's fun and it's tight. Hash and House, I got to shoot to AZ and grab some of the flower. Absolutely. And man, I had a meeting yesterday. It's all about the genetics, you know, and they told me based on this has been going on for about it'll be a year next month. So I've been like, you know, building it, establishing it, getting everything like dialed in. And so it'll be a year next month. And I asked them, I said, well, how many like strains do you want Smackers to have? Because they've got a huge facility. They're growing. I'm like selecting and like doing my thing with it. And they're like, we need you to have like 8 to 10. I said, oh my God. I was like, nice. Pico is my motherfucker. Pico's the one who really put this all together. I want to give a big shout out to Pico. And I worked with Pico to create Blue Mamba. Pico allowed me to get in on a hunt he was doing with some blueberry banana crossed with some Zope. And yeah, we did the hunt, and 24 is the Blue Mamba that was selected for Smackers. Shout out to Pico, and shout out to Pico. He's been on TMW. I'll have him back on. He's gone and went to a company now overseeing multiple states. He really wanted to get out there and take his experience and continue to progress, my dude. So it's tight. Let's all give a big shout out to Pico out there for really trying to bring fire to consumers on a large scale like that, on that recreational tip. I think that is something that is dope. We see Ted try to do the same thing with, you know, his goal was trying to be the best cannabis brand. I forget the fucking quote because it's been like a few years, but basically he's trying to be that best motherfucker on that licensed market, the fire. And I witnessed in Arizona Pico do it with the flower shop. Before Pico got over there and before Cody and before Seth, bro. But I witnessed, and now I believe in a big facility with the ability now that can produce fire marijuana, because I am now fucking witnessing. So shout out to it, man. So yeah. So Smackers out there today. I'm about to go around to the flower shop, pop in there and show some love, man. I love kicking it with because the bud tenders are tight. I feel like it's crazy. Bud tenders get such a bad rap, man. But when I talk to bud tenders, it's like, y'all motherfuckers are just smokers. Like, you know what I mean? Why do you guys get this bad rap, man? Like, I think it's just like a negative stigma that they get, you know? And like the people, they need to know more and shit like that. And I get it. Yeah, there's some in there and you can't blanket them. I'm not saying they all, but like for the most part, you know, like I feel like 80% are like just some smokers that I would see at the lounge type energy, like just some stoners. I'm going to say this. I damn near, because of that experience, it's made me wonder, would a motherfucker say I was a shitty bud tender? Because I may not know some of the intricacies that, you know, someone might know. Like, oh, you know, like they'd be like, oh man, that Jay, all he's in there is trying to tell us what smoke's good. That fucking lame. That fucking, I feel like sometimes I'm like, for the rap they get, I'm like, well, damn, what the fuck are you expecting them to do? Break out a fucking bill charge? Goddamn chart and be like, oh, you want weed today? Well, fucking A, did you know that the molecule of marijuana looks like this? And when you fucking inhale it with a lighter, right here, not here, not here, right here. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, calm down. You're buying weed, bro. You should know what you're looking for. A lot. That's what I say with these bud tenders. I don't go into dispensaries asking them what I should buy, ever. I don't. I hunt. I am like a fucking safari cannabis hunter in a fucking goddamn dispensary saying, let me fucking get my eye on some shit, right? That's my energy. I don't even know what they like to smoke. They could enjoy sativas. If I'm asking their recommendation, I feel like I got to get to know them first. And I'm not trying to do all that. No offense. I'm just trying to get some weed. Fuck. So many bud tenders in New York are clueless to wizard trees and alien labs. I mean, you know, you got to give them not everybody is buying marijuana on the black market like that, where you had to pay for a extra ticket because it was from California, right? They were still doing like in New York. If I'm not mistaken, New York had fucking weed delivery drivers on bicycles fucking for many moons, right? So the legacy market in New York has always been booming. So I feel like, yeah, like, you know, it's an acquired taste to want to go and get the hypest marijuana and pay that premium for it. So, you know, with alien labs and wizard trees being new to that market, you kind of, I think it just, in a sense to me, who said this right there? Karn. In a sense to me, it more just is symbolic of like the connoisseur crowd in a sense, and how we are really the minority, right? Like we aren't, like we think in a sense, I think, and I'll speak for myself here. I do think that the weed that I pay attention to in a sense is like everyone knows. Like in a sense, I don't know how to explain it necessarily, but like the reality is a majority of cannabis smokers don't give a motherfuck about a brand. And we're talking 91, 92%. They don't give no fucks about none of the shit that we're talking about today. It's really like that. Let me know what you think about that. Is you think that's a high or low number when I say 92% of the cannabis consumers in the nation don't give two fucks about the shit we're talking about today? And you know what's sad about that is I don't even think that a dispensary can survive off us. You know what I mean? So we can't, it's like, they have to go do all that shit. If you want to survive in cannabis, you damn near have to go play that game. It's not, you guys think it's 95, 98, 99%. The reason I get 92% is I look at like the numbers in Arizona, and it's like, all right, you know, we kind of see it. You kind of, I feel like, yeah, it's about 8% of us give a fuck and about 92 don't. A great comment right there from Alex Kick account. Nice. He said, I want you to know it's my Kick account. This is a great comment. I think 5% of daily consumers give a fuck. Okay, I read that a little different. How many people do you think that consume cannabis? Consume cannabis daily? How many people who consume cannabis daily? I think we would be shocked at that one. I think we would be shocked. Gondre says 35%. Awesome Guy says 20%. Salt Life, you're a little closer to where I'm thinking. You're a little closer to what I'm thinking. Mike is saying 18. I wouldn't go higher than 15. I wouldn't go lower than 5. I'm thinking that there's somewhere 5 to 15%. If you consume cannabis in the states, 5 to 15% consume it daily. Does that trip you out? Does that make you, it's interesting, right? Because I think a lot of times we look at cannabis policy in that 5 to 15%, right? And so I was going to be buck here. When I've gone through these sessions and stuff like that, and the biggest one for me was the odor one that recently came out. If we're really that small of the market, should we be having an influence on how laws are written?
Damn!
Woo. Damn, that's a question. We are the minority. There's millions more of people just buying Jeters and loving them. Stizzy, right? Came out with what people are saying is absolutely not good. People are saying that. Ooh. Or Gondre, let's flip it. Or are we the perfect motherfuckers to write these goddamn cannabis laws because we fucking fully understand this shit? Let's go! I circled us back. Yes, we should be the ones that are out there gaming out motherfuckers who are trying weed out for the first time. Absolutely. We're listening to people that absolutely trashed on weed. Now try to tell us what it's like? Stop it, you fuckers. It really is. Took you on a journey. That's right, Mav. Welcome. Right here we are. We're riding. We're smoking. This is after hours here. After hours gets a little no, we be doing this all the time. Tony, what up, Tony? What up, Tony Snow, Louisville, Kentucky in the motherfucker, bro. I've been out to Kentucky, performed out there. Shout out to you. Marijuana. What's your weed like? Are you growing weed, right? I always like to ask these questions. Anybody that pops in, what I believe is the first time, welcome in. It's the Morning Wood, where we get stoned and chop it up about cannabis. If you got topics out there in your neck of the woods, send it over to us. And this goes out to everybody. TMW@propersmokenetwork.com is the direct connection to me. We will be able to talk about what's going on in your network. We're going to have mass. I need to reach out to Nutmeg because I'm not going to stand silent while Massachusetts is being battled by some fuckery organization trying to backtrack the progression that we've done on cannabis. No, say no to Sam. We need to bring attention to it. Listo, damn. Oh, yeah? Hey, thanks for popping in, Tony. Represent for Kentucky. We need I don't know if you might be the only Kentucky representative that we have in here, okay? So you matter. Because when we have questions and shit, we need to know what's happening around the nation. Now we have someone that's going to be like, well, in Kentucky. Well, here in Kentucky, what's your weed like? If you guys are the good grass, I understand that you're probably talking about hay. Because you guys got like the Kentucky Derby. What's the weed like, though? Right? What's the weed like? What up, JHB? Marijuana to you. Need that bluegrass. In Oklahoma, we have Fire Eighths for $35.50. That's the highest. Nice. I think that's I think that's Arizona also. We do have, you're talking about natural weed. When I say that, like, we have now, there's dispensaries that have like the fucking sprayed weed because there is a fucking crowd for it. You can hate it if you want, but there's people who want sprayed pack, man. It is fucking crazy. I'm not dropping no spray pack. I'm not saying I'm dropping it, but I'm saying it's out there, right? And so that goes for more than natural weed. Crazy, huh? Crazy world we live in right now. We grow the best in the world. All right. All right, Tony. Look at you have opportunity to prove that. You do know that, right? You have an opportunity to show us what you mean by that. Have you guys competed in PSL? We have a fucking sativa bracket going down right now. If you think you've got the heat, come compete. Talk is cheap. I can start rapping. Oh, Bunch sent a news link. My motherfucker right there. Good shit, dude. Of course, from Marijuana Moment, let's give them some love. If you're not familiar with Marijuana Moment, they on top of their shit, man. Senate Democrats file bill to fully legalize marijuana under federal laws as Trump moves to merely reclassify it. I saw this. Now, let me tell you why this one, I don't know, man. This is, look at, I fuck with this, obviously, right? But over time, I've come to understand a little bit more about politics. And this is such like the fucking like beginning. Let me show you a bill that's been introduced and that has had a lot of traction. And it really is a fire ass fucking bill. Let me see, I'll make sure I find it real quick. Here we go. The MORE Act. And this was brought to the table because they wanted to like figure out banking and stuff like that. So basically, federal legalization, it removes cannabis and THC from the CSA, ending federal criminalization, expungements, and direct the expungement of prior cannabis convictions, equity protections, prohibits denial of federal benefits or immigration. Like the MORE Act that was introduced in 2019, right, has been slowly working its way through the system. And this bill right here is absolutely fucking slapping. It has a lot of support from a lot of pro-cannabis, like a lot of like big cannabis brands out there have supported it and come out and said, this is a great act. This is where we should go with it. And it's just getting slow played, right? So when we see to circle back and we go back to this one, well, if fucking this one was introduced in 2019, right? 2009 motherfucking teen, bro. Then I look at this one like, God damn, man. All right, well, shit. I'll see you guys in fucking 2030. We'll have a little discussion. We'll see what happens with it, right? So now what I wonder about it, is it a little bit of a like promotion technique, a little like, hey, let me get my name in the news. You know what I mean? I recognize now if I introduce this bill, it'll pop out there. But realistically, motherfucker, this is it. Let me see what the update is. The Marijuana Opportunity Reinvestment and Expungement Act is a major federal cannabis reform bill currently in the U.S. House of Representatives. It was reintroduced on August 29, 2025, so about a year ago. The bill has 74 Democratic co-sponsored and is referred to multiple committees, including Judiciary, Energy and Commerce, Agriculture, and Ways of Means. All right, so it's stuck. Basically, it's stuck. Kentucky does have the best. If you don't know, you should check it out. Fuck yeah, dude. I will. I'm going to check it out. The same reason the whiskey. Oh, you guys are going off on this Kentucky shit. Hold up. And the new name should be Spray Pack. We have best terrier in the world, limestone, filtered water, and soil. Dude, I mean, I would imagine. I'm not even knocking this whole energy with Kentucky and that you've got amazing soil. And what I want to know is, have you competed, though? Like, who are you representing? Are you just a consumer, or are you fucking around with a brand? Let me like the weed. I think a good motto that I have when people, you know, I'll have the conversation, oh, the best, blah, 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 but they'll be like, oh, you know, the best. No. I'll be like, look, your marijuana will always be mids to somebody. You know what I mean? Like, even if, like, there's this best weed to you, but what if it's a flavor that that person doesn't like? So it really is impossible for there to be the best weed in the world, because it's so many people have different preferences. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Chronic, what up, doggy? What up, Bob? Here in Maui, we have some of the finest marijuana on earth. I like that energy. And it makes me feel good you guys feel that way too. Because, you know, people talk about how they haven't smoked or they're still hunting for some kind of weed back that they had 20 years ago, right? And I feel bad for those people. Because I'm like, damn, dog, you feel like you're not smoking better weed than you smoked 20 years ago? How sad would that be? I think the weed I'm smoking is fucking thumping that shit. Let's talk to the old heads in here. Older heads, not to make us old and shit, but someone brought up a point to me that shout out to Mo over at Cannabis. We were chopping it up, and he brought up a point that, well, back in the day, he was saying that there was only sativas, right? Like there was only really sativa energy, and I'm like, well, like OGs were there, right? Like, but was there a time before OGs? Like that's, I mean, I mean, look at it. I've only been smoking 30 years, right? But cannabis has been being consumed for fucking centuries. You know what I mean? It's been proven, right? In Kentucky. Right, Tony? And makes me wonder, what were the strains? What was the hype shit like? Is there any old heads in this motherfucker that could be like, you know, game us out a little bit? We should talk to, like, who's the oldest stoner? We need a fucking old head. Like a fucking old head, like 70, 80 in here. Just being like, oh my God. You know, the weed back then wasn't shit. Are you? Shut the fuck up. Gondre, there we go. How long you been smoking weed, Gondre? There we fucking go, man. You ask and you shall receive. Thank you, Cannabis. Marijuana. Started growing in 96, inside and outside. Been all over the world checking out what was offered. Just want to let the world know we have the environment. Say, hey, my name's Tony. I'm in Kentucky. I'm just letting you motherfuckers know I got the best shit out here. But who, though? Give us some brands then. If I'm new out here and I'm out here and I'm like, I'm going to go to Kentucky, and I know that Tony told me that I'm about to smoke the best weed ever. Now you're leaving it up to risk, right? Now you're leaving it up to risk. If you don't tell me who the fuck I should get, what if I get some Bammer? You're telling me everything in fucking Kentucky is good? Better than what I can smoke right now? Come on, player. You better tighten it up. Tighten it up. He said, nah, I feel 78. My man, dog. How long you been smoking weed, did you say? Because like, what if you just started smoking weed when it became legal? 50 fucking years, dog. You've been smoking weed for 50 years? My dude. My dude, what the fuck happened in the hippie era? What happened in the hippie era? I've been saying this. What happened? Y'all started Hippie Hill, but not a Hippie Bill. Oh, motherfucker, you're joking? Bro, I thought we had ourselves... Oh, man, dog, I thought we had ourselves an old head. All right. We need a Willie. You feel me? We need a Willie. We need a Blue. You know what I mean? So we can be like, you're my boy, Blue. "38 years, nice. I'm at, I'm going to say 29 or something like that. There's like this old dude that chills at the lounge. Carn Glass, I'm 60? Okay, there we go. Hey, that's, you know what I'm saying? How long you been smoking weed? First bag of weed smoke was Acapulco Gold. I heard that was like a myth when I started smoking weed type shit, right? Like that was one of the strains when I started smoking weed in the 90s, early 90s. It was like Acapulco Gold, Maui Wowie, which we talked to Bob about that. Shout out to you. 1980, bro. Hell yeah. Fire. Holy shit, bro. Did you ever think we'd be here? Are you tripping? Or are you like about motherfucking time? Because I'm saying the hippies, fool, you guys had like a movement. You could have did something with it. What do you feel about that, Karn? Do you look back and say, damn, we should have rallied? We should be taking care of our vets, Mario. That's a really good point. Like, we should be recognizing our vets out there when they pop in and, like, showing them love. I show love anytime I find a vet in life. Automatically thank them. Automatically just thank them. Because, like, I didn't even consider doing that shit, right? And there might be people that feel some type of way, but regardless, hey, like, at the end of the day, man, yo, person to person, human to human, respect. Boop, boop, boop. We had a strain on Maui back in the day in the 90s called the Wheelchair. The old Maui Wowie was probably just some random sativa someone grew in Maui, then called it Maui Wowie. Hippies was another name for the CIA? Wow.
Wow.
Get Pops on the show. My Pops is 65, and he always talking about that Acapulco Gold. How fire it was. And the Thai Sticks was another one. You're right. I remember that being all hyped up. Damn. What was your selection like? I mean, look at, if you've got two people in their 60s talking about the same shit, right? So that's obviously a sign of like, yeah, there was, you know, I don't know, something. But maybe just because that was the only something. What was the other ones that were floating around? There was another one that I can't think of right now, but it was a big one. The Maui Wowie, Acapulco Gold. Oh, Jack Herrera. That Jack Herrera. I feel like there was like a something widow. I'm trying to think. But these were ones that, like, they, you know, there were myths. White Widow. they were myths a lot of the times. I never got Acapulco Golds. I really never got named like cannabis until shit. I wish I would have kept a track of all this because now it's fucking interesting. But I was just getting fucking bammer. I was getting seedy, weedy, brick weed when I started smoking weed in the early 90s because I'm in Arizona, Mexico right there. Plus, it's not like shit was fucking illegal as shit. Fucking breaking up weed and rolling it up with a magazine so all the seeds fall out. In the era where seeds were trashed. Now I'm in an era where seeds are coveted. I'm like, oh, backseed. All the seeds. Oh, shit. Man, I could chop it up about cannabis all day. That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes when the guys pop off and they got a couple hundred, and you guys are just talking about weed, I'm like, what? Oh, man, I would go off. We would be talking about all kinds of shit, right? Like we're doing right now. Could you imagine having another 100 and something people in here? Oh, shit. They're going to be clowning the blunts, though. I know that. Oh, you guys are blood smoker. Yeah, we had Mexican brickweed in Maui. No, what? That's where all the seeds came from. What? People were importing fucking brickweed to Hawaii? That just seems like a crime. And I know it is a crime. But you know what I mean? Like, damn. Wow, Mario, that's crazy, dude. You better hit me with that like. Yep, ATF. That's another one, Eric, for sure. I remember that one. What was like the first OG? Wasn't it just like Bubba? No. I think it was like King or some shit like that. Or just like original Kush. What am I talking about? Duh. Stupid ass. Oh, I need to watch that documentary. Hindu Kush was one for sure. Brickweed was every place. What do you think brickweed's doing today? You think there's, because I mean, people are smoking fucking spray terps, bro. I bet you there's people out there that love the fact, like, how much do you think a pound of Bammer goes for today? And we could talk about prices on Kick, so fucking A, you can list them. I would think a pound of fucking just straight Bammer, like, I would say 200, but like, you can go get some fucking commercial ass shit for like 200, 250, I feel like, right? Like, so what's a pound of Bammer going for? Can you even buy a pound? You probably buy it in the brick, huh? Yo, YouTube's gonna be here while YouTube is here, you know what I mean? Chronic saying pop those seeds. So wait a minute, Chronic. You're saying that the brickweed is where you got the seeds. I would feel like that's not good. Like, I don't think that you can get some brickweed seed and turn it into some fucking Skittles. I think that shit is what it is. Do you think that you could turn... Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think that you could turn brickweed into non-seeded weed? I'll ask the questions. I'm a Neanderthal. I'm curious. Can you turn some brick-ass weed seeds into some non-seeded weed? Or is it just like that shit's gonna have seeds in it because that's what it is? Or is Oh man, now I'm curious. Like, you know what I mean? Like, awesome guy, like Bammer always has seeds, right? Bammer weed is seedy weedy, right? Can you take one of those seeds and grow it and make it where it will not have seeds in it? You know what I'm saying? Like, or is that just genetic, always going to produce seeds no matter what, even if you did all the perfect fucking grow techs? That's kind of got my mind wondering a little bit about seedy weedy and Bammer. Like, are these fools just like literally just like growing weed, like just like no fucks given, and that's why it becomes like that? Like, I guess I never really considered this shit. Has Bammer evolved? Like, is there like strained named Bammer? No shit. My mind's blown on that. Chronic. Mario saying, but there must be a genetic limit, else Purple Punch and Oreos wouldn't still be whack. Right? That's funny. That's interesting though, because I feel like we've heard more so that the genetics get watered down after time. Not they evolve into some new shit. You know what I mean? So, I don't know about this one. I think you guys might be trying to pull one on me on this one. And I go back and I think, now we think about it, wouldn't we hear about that? Like, give me an example then of this case of that you're saying here. That there was some Bammer weed, and then it grew up, and over time became what? Blue Dream? Is that what Blue Dream is? That'd be funny, right? No, I feel that. But give me an example, Gondre. Give me an example. Chronic says Maui Wowie, but you just said that Maui Wowie was some random sativa. It wasn't even really like some, like, give me the crosses of Maui Wowie then. I'm gonna go look it up. I'm gonna fucking look it up. I'm gonna smoke this weed though. Hold on. Gunda says, I probably say the Bammer's probably grown bad, but for sure dried, stored, and distributed wrong. Well, we're saying some things out here. It's all narratives. You can argue a narrative in either direction. 100% awesome guy. But I think that your narrative is a myth unless you have something to give me an example, right? Right now, you guys are just saying like, oh yeah, like it's a myth that Bammer can over time turn into something great if you love it. If you grow it in Maui. I love that for Maui. Maui, that's a great fucking marketing strategy you got over there. Grow your weed here. It'll go from what you got it to what the fuck? But we have to see it. Time out. Where's the example? Oh, now Kentucky's got it all, huh? So is Kentucky, you're saying Kentucky's Brick 2.0? Damn, Chronic. I'm not even fucking arguing that. I agree with you. I think if I grew up in Maui, I would be a better version of myself, right? I'd probably have a different glow. So, I mean, I'm not knocking that. I agree. Well, then fuck. But where's the example? Tony said, no, it can't change into good. You can polish a turd. You know. You can polish a turd. I've never done it, so I don't know. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. Don't do that. That sounds like CRC. That sounds like some real CRC energy. Are you smoking a fucking distillate pen right now, Tony? Welcome to the show. Shout out to Kentucky. Oh, now you don't grow it. Now you don't grow it. Okay. Do you think the first indoor strains people grew looked the same as if they were outside? Okay. Are we suggesting that all of these strains that we're smoking right now that are in the top 10 of PSL are all generated from fucking Bammer seeds? Is this what we're actually suggesting right now? I'm here for the conversation. I'm just trying to confirm. Is that where we're at right now? Because I mean, you got me wondering, okay, well, where did it come from? Where did that fire ass genetic birth from? What was the tree? You got me wondering. Oh, nice. Congratulations to Josh out there, man, making that announcement. You guys had told me that yesterday. And the way that you said Josh Kez, I was like, who the hell is Josh Kez? Remember the Kezelman? Damn, I never like Ra. Man. Gondre said, not just Bammer, but genetics from all over the world, like Afghan, the Hindu, and other strains that are naturally found. What are those called? Land races? Marijuana, man. Always appreciate chopping up our first episode on Kick. We made it. We made it. Shout out to the squad. They're jumping on here in a little bit. I'm going to get out of here. Shout out to Joint Junkie popping in here. Shout out to everybody being on Kick. We appreciate you guys making the switch over. It really does help us on the network and provides a safe space for us to do what we want to do without having interruptions. If you were watching when we did one of our last brackets, there was a glitch in YouTube and it cut out on them, right? So, you know, that's where this all started is we want to find a space that accepts what we're doing for us to have these type of shows and competitions and conversations, right? Cannabis is heavily regulated. You see it everywhere. And so here we are on Kick. We appreciate everybody making their way over here. Marijuana to you. We understand if you're still on YouTube, hey, you're going to come over here at some point because we're having a killer time over here. You know what I'm saying? We can raid someone too. Can't we? Let's raid a motherfucker. Let us raid. How do we raid? Does anybody know like how to? I'll just look it up. How do you raid on Kick? Booyah. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Have a registered. All right. Live on Kick. Have at least 5 active concurrent viewers. That's you guys. My yokes. Okay, then we got to target someone. Well, that didn't help. That didn't help. All right, but we're going to go over here and we're going to raid someone on Kick. Let's find someone to raid. You guys have any people that you like on Kick? Mario is saying Dillis 420. Let's fucking find him. Any other suggestions out there? I mean, he's got 420 in the name, man. He's smoking the reefers. We fuck with that. DYLS. What a DO. Let's see what I did. Oh, is he on? He's not even on, doggy. We gotta rate someone that's live, bro. That's live right now. Oh, he's live. Here we go. Oh, here we go. The Weed King. Let's type in his chat. Let's see if he's active in the chat, though. I like to make sure we rate people active in the chat, right? And we're going to go in there, and what we do in this shit is we egg these motherfuckers. We go in there, we throw the eggs in the chat, we bring the energy. And let me tell you what happens when we do this. You will see motherfuckers light up. It is an amazing energy when you pop into someone's channel and they're just fucking light up. Watch, this shit goes off. But I always like to make sure that they will respond. Oh, you can only go. See, he's only doing like you can only respond in emotes. I don't know what that is. All right, so we're just gonna look for someone. We're gonna put in there marijuana in the search. Oh man, kick is a little different, huh? Fuck. My bad, y'all. All right, Mama Tina 420.
Take it away. Okay.
All right, let's see what her vibe is. Marijuana.
And I'm going right by the boss. I'm not even gonna fuck with them.
No fucking with the SirHIGH. Yes, marijuana.
Oh yeah, she responds. Let's get it. Let's go.
It's the best.
She seems like a vibe already. So let's get it. All right. So I'm gonna try this and see if this works. I'm just gonna try to do what I do on Twitch and see if that works.
Welcome in, SirHIGH.
Oh, nice.
Freaking love your name. Told you it doesn't bother me. I got used to it.
Damn, how do I raid?
Oh wait, I have a key 300 and some meters away. Or a vault 300 and some meters away.
Oh, bummer, because this
Does it show it on the screen that we're getting ready to raid?
No, I just have the key. And now it's showing me like 300 some meters
No,
away.
no. Damn, it's because I'm on this shit. I need the only way I could really do it is if I was logged in on their kick.
Shit.
Fuck.
I just killed the sweaty team, basically.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a... All right, I'm gonna figure that out. No raid today. I tried, but that'll be something that we do here is that we will raid a kick channel, and it's one of my favorite things to do. And I'm telling you because like it's just cool to just light someone up. You know what I mean? Like they get all fucking just you could tell. But marijuana, man, appreciate you guys always kicking it with me here on the Morning Wood. Marijuana had a great episode. Yeah, I had a good time, Andre. Thank you, man. Eggs in the chat if you fuck with me. I'll be back tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow, the guys going on live, Dank Mob going up against the Hall of Flame. This battle is going to get interesting, right? This one, I think that Hall of Flame definitely has an opponent. So let's see what the fuck happens. Oh, we will be there to discuss it afterwards. So, you know, I like to end it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Marijuana. Love to see those eggs. Appreciate you fucking with me. And let us pray. Marijuana, thank you so much. Look how wonderful. Look at the community. You pull us all together. We enjoy blowing it down and just discussing how great you really are. Thank you, Cannabis. Shout out to y'all. Have a great day. Till tomorrow.
Wow.
What the fuck?